164. And that was another collection. I didn't have enough room to bring them, but I had like 8 or 9 sheds. It's sick.
That's a monster.
Yeah.
I'll trade you. Let's get out of tape.
If you find smaller horns, you can fit more of them in the bucket.
That is just amazing. Is that bug dead?
Yeah, he got hit and killed by a car the next year.
Oh, okay, that's him.
That's the one that I found out was dead the week I went up. Spent the last 4 days with Mom.
Did the guy that hit it take it?
Oh yeah, he's got it mounted. He's got a pedestal mounted down with it.
Oh really?
I haven't seen it yet, but my buddy told me, like, dude, I went in the shop. It's just absolutely insane. I go, well, I'll have to let him know I got the sheds. I just
You're not gonna part with them, are you?
Never.
Never.
None of this stuff right here I'll ever part with. Never. No, I'm not. There's so many guys into it just for the money nowadays. It's just like, it pisses me off because a lot of the places I shed hunt, they're out there just snagging the bone. They're selling it for peanuts to people.
Yeah.
I'm like, then you never get to see the animal again.
I don't know, I could never part with something like that ever.
No, ma'am. I don't believe I could either. That's the only way you could is if you found this in somebody's farm and they shot it.
I could have killed that deer, but it meant more to me to find his sheds. Yeah.
That's not.
And after what happened to me with a 220 and 240 inch.
How far apart were those?
These?
A week?
I found 5 days.
Where's our camera?
He held this side for 5 days.
It was in the same area you dropped
Did
it?
you grab it?
I found this in front of the guy's pole barn. There were some beans that were spilt there from his truck. He's a trucker, and they harvested the beans, and the gate must open. There was a pile of beans there, and like 3 mornings in a row, I pull in there, and there were little bucks and does there eating those beans. I went there the one night, and I set my tree stand up on the back swamp, and he ended up walking out. There were 5 little bucks out in the field, and he walked out, and I thought it was the other non-typical. I'm like, oh my God, he's alive. The one the trespasser shot. Remember that story? Yeah. Well, I thought this was him. I'm like, oh my God, he's alive. Then he turned. I'm like, oh my God, look how wide that thing is. It's a different non-typical. I flipped. Well, I had a loaner camera, and it was one of these little handheld like that. It had the push screen for focusing. I didn't know how to use it. This deer was out broad daylight, and I couldn't get him on video. I had trees and stuff going back and forth. It's crazy.
Jacob, what'd you think of that one?
This is great.
Oh, look.
I'm ill. I'm like, I got butterflies in my stomach. I can't even shit yet.
Now, Tim, is that the first time you've seen these?
Oh yeah, I've seen them in pictures, but they just don't do it justice. That's just not even close to what I thought they were.
Inner rails on this thing is just.
That's just wicked.